Reflection, the end of the year. It's funny, I was with some friends the other day and we were kind of talking about, do you reflect at the end of the year? Do you look forward to the next year? Do you look back on what you've done well, what you've done badly, how you can improve, that kind of thing? And it was quite a funny conversation because different people operate in different ways. And I've always been against, why wait till January the 1st to get started on something? Why do that if you're in September, October? Why not get started now? Like every single day is a gift and every single day is an opportunity to move forward. So why would you waste 2-3 months and wait until January 1st when you can get started now? But I get it, for most people, motivation is high, starting your new year, new me. And so you've got to run with that. For me, in terms of reflection at the end of the year, it usually happens when I move to Chiang Mai. So I've been living 10 years, the last 10 years, 8 months in the south of Spain, in Granada, 4 months when it gets cold in Granada, I moved to Chiang Mai, and it's literally transferring from the mountainous forests of Granada to the mountainous jungles of Chiang Mai. So it's great for riding a bike. I'm riding a bike a lot more. I'm about to do that again. And that reflection for me will come when I'm on the plane and I'm forced to sit still. It's only a 6-hour journey from here. Usually it'd be 12 hours from Spain. And when you're forced to sit still, or when I'm forced to sit still, I'm kind of like, okay, so how has this year been? And what am I planning for the year? And usually by the time I've got off the flight, or 4, 5, 6 hours into the flight, I've jotted down my training diary for the next 6 months, the races that I want to try and find, whether it might be like, okay, I want to do a marathon in February, what options do I have? Then I can check that when I get off and I'm online. When do I want to kind of peak for certain races? What are the big goals for the year? What do I want to try to achieve time-wise? What do I want to try to achieve in terms of winning races? That will come when I'm on the flight. And then it'll be like, okay, so for you, it might be like, okay, that's the passion, that's my running, or that's my fitness goals, or whatever. What does that look like? But then how does my work fit into that? Or how does the passion fit in around the work, whichever way you want to look at it. And then you start to plan that. And before you get off the flight, it's kind of like I have a plan and day plans, week plans, month plans for the next 6 to 12 months. And then obviously you can a plan is just a plan. It doesn't need to stay in concrete. But what that gives you is some structure and some discipline, knowing that, okay, if that's my long-term plan, in order to hit that, I need to be hitting this week. I need to be doing this day, and it gets you out of bed in the morning, which has never been a problem for me. But it gets you out of bed in the morning. It gets you to hit those key sessions, the Wednesday interval session, the Sunday long run, the weekend long run, and it gets you focused on the shorter term goals, which in turn build those longer term. So it might be a 5K or a 10K race that you want to kind of plan in January, February, and then, oh, okay, see where my speed is. And then it might be a big shock to your system doing that 10K and trying to hit a certain pace per kilometer. But your bigger goal, maybe an April marathon, maybe London Marathon or whatever, you know where you're at then, and you know what you need to do. You know you need to build your stamina or build your endurance, and you know you need to build that speed endurance to get a little bit better at building time, running at that faster pace, so that marathon pace or half marathon pace feels a lot easier. And then you can start to adjust that plan that you've made at the end of the year during that, and it can really, really work for you. It's super powerful to have something in place. When you if you had the kind of plan for the new year, 2024, okay, I'm gonna run more. It needs to be more detailed than that. It needs to be literally, I'm gonna run Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So 5 times a week, 4 times, whatever your plan is. I'm gonna run at this time in the morning, as soon as I wake up, ideally, and I'm gonna run in this place. And it's gonna be literally there from my door, so it's very easy. There's no deterrence. My kit's laid out the night before, and I'm going. That's how you build those small, consistent, but you build discipline into your plan in order for you to hit those short, medium, and long-term goals. That's the only way it works. There's no kind of, oh, okay, I've got a friend right now, and I'm gonna do an ultra marathon in May. You know, somebody signed him up for it. Nothing so far. And hopefully he will watch this and hopefully will kick into action. But he will be the type of person that, okay, 6 weeks to go, what do I need to do? What do I need to pack? What do I need to wear? What do I need to take gel-wise? And then he'll do it and it'll hurt him, when in actual fact, if he started now, he's a busy guy, so you know, it might not be that high on his priority list. But if he started now, when he was starting with, okay, 5K every other day, then he'd build himself into a runner by the end of January, and then he could start to put some real structure into place, some faster work, some hill work, which is going to be within the race, you know, it's very mountainous. Some downhill work to condition the quads. That's all a lot easier if you've already built yourself into some fitness, first of all. You start to add structure in, but you're kind of starting from a blank canvas, you're starting from 0 level fitness, that's going to be much more difficult for you to do. So it's super important to do that, and it will make your destination so much further if you've got short, medium-term plans in place and you've put something in place like that to say, okay, so I'm just about to go to Thailand and that's going to be my, okay, I'm hitting it hard, I'm cycling a lot, I'm running a lot, I'm in interval sessions every Wednesday, long run every Sunday, non-negotiable, and I'm excited about it because I get to run in my mountains again. I get to run on the mountains that I know, I get to go for the old times that I have on Strava, I get to document that as well. So that will all be on the channel, and that's exciting as well because I get to show you what I love, which is, it's a really kind of, I get super excited about it. It's this, I love Granada, I love Chiang Mai, I'm gonna show it to you in videos. So look forward to that. And for me, there is a race at the end of January. It's gone totally silent, which is typical Thailand. Like, hopefully that race works and it's actually on, but it's difficult when you're training towards something that may be postponed again. It's already been postponed once, may be postponed again. Other than that, other plans for the rest of the year, and I'll reveal that later. But you know, I will put that, those plans will be in place, and those races, and then the build up to the races, which will be kind of 10-week build-ups, 2-week taper, 10 to 14-day taper. That's all going to be on the plan, but that will all come from knowing the list before I get on the flight, knowing the list of races and what I want to achieve there or thereabouts, and then putting that into a plan whilst I'm forced to sit down. Hope you enjoyed that. If you get anything from it, please like, subscribe. I'd love to hear what your plans for next year. You know, what makes you motivated? Does it, having a big goal in the future, does that make you super motivated, or do you need something more than that? Do you need something that's like a carrot that's closer to you, something in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks where you can say, I better get out of bed today and train because that race in 3 weeks, I don't want to look stupid? Or are you able to look 6 months in the future and then build short and medium term, long goals? People work in different ways, and it's really fascinating to see what works for different people. So yeah, good luck. And